It really is so easy these days to feel negative and hopeless and just angry at the world, but this, this is proof that miracles happen every day. Hi y'all, SnarkyJay cosplay here. Unless you've been living under a rock, you probably heard the fantastic news out of Deadline yesterday that Disney will not be moving forward with a season 2 of the Crapolite. I'm sorry, the Acolyte. No, sorry, the Wackolite? No, sorry, the Acolyte. We won't have to see season 2, and that means we won't get to see whatever bullshit Leslie Headland thought she was going to do with Darth Plagueis. We won't have to see any of the stupid twin storylines or the one-note acting, and we're definitely not gonna have to see her ruin the legacy of Jedi Master Yoda. It's over. It's done. We suffered for almost 3 months together on this channel, and finally, victory has been achieved, because obviously it wasn't enough that Disney paid $180 million for this bullshit, but it also ended up being the worst rated Star Wars project ever, even worse than the Star Wars Holiday Special. The people have spoken, and for once it seems like Disney's listening. Now, really, in the grand scheme of things, I'm being a little overdramatic, right? Because this really is just a Star Wars show that is not continuing. And of course, The Acolyte is Star Wars in name only, and I've been very open about my feelings on it on this channel. Some of us might be celebrating the fact that our favorite franchise will no longer be shat upon by The Acolyte and Leslie Headland's therapy session show, but I'm sure everybody else has had completely sane reactions to this, right? We should probably check Twitter and see. Disney, Lucasfilm, Dave Filoni, Jon Favreau, Kathleen Kennedy, Star Wars Theory, incels, Grogu, all of you. Is this person okay? They canceled The Acolyte because they couldn't stand the sight of two hot people of color holding hands, but I will always remember. Right, they canceled The Acolyte because of racism and not because the finale was actually the least watched Star Wars finale of all time, probably because by that time people had realized it was a load of shit. And if you weren't reviewing it, you probably had the mental energy to move on and go do something else. This show brought in so many new fans. Why would they do? Are we sure? Because I feel like it just devastated other fans. I think this one's my favorite though. Congrats, bigots. You won. How does it feel? Well, I'm not a bigot. And I don't think that that's why the show got canceled, but if you're asking me how it feels to know that season 2 of The Acolyte won't come, it feels fucking good, baby. And you know what? I honestly feel even better about it because of the following reasons. The extra tolerant part of the fan base calling out toxic people who obviously hated the show because they're racist woman haters, like me, apparently. They were so tolerant and so inclusive and so loving that the amount of comments calling me a piece of shit, a woman hater, a fat bitch, telling me to shut the f up, and then dogging me on Reddit of all places. Good job on being the tolerant, non-toxic part of the fandom by attempting to silence anybody with an alternate opinion. The Acolyte, quite frankly, got what it deserved. At best, it is a subpar, canon-breaking, bloated budget show. And at worst, it is a canon-destroying, Star Wars in name only, absolute abomination, and perhaps the nastiest stain on the tapestry of George Lucas's legacy since the sequel trilogy. Its cancellation is something to be celebrated, but those of y'all who need your weekly dose of SnarkyJay ranting about bullshit, I'm sure they're ready to feed us a whole lot more. That's all from me. I've been SnarkyJay. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. For more SnarkyJay, feel free to check me out on Instagram, and if you'd like to support me, this channel, and my content creation, do check out and consider subscribing to my Patreon for exclusive photo shoot sets and cosplay content. I will add links to all of those in the description below, and let me know your thoughts on The Acolyte being cancelled in the comments below.